Good morning. We're here in our New Jersey house. Maybe I'll give you a tour later on today on TikTok, but I'm getting ready for the day. I've got some meetings on the phone. I've got a meeting in person at actually a cosmetics lab that's based in New Jersey, so I'm excited for that. I'm going to go see some of that innovation, and then we're getting dinner with friends out here. And we're sort of here this weekend in our Jersey place to just get some work done and just kind of have a weekend. Just a weekend of chill and zen. This is the Nabla eyebrow pen. It's called Brow Ambition, and I'm using the shade Natural Brown. I love this product still, but I have transitioned out of it, and now I use a product called Bodyography Epic Brow. Also, I think I'm going to Italy. The first time I went to Italy ever was a couple of years ago. I went on a press trip with GHD, and it was for an event that they did at the big train station in Milan. And it was my first time ever in Italy, and being from England originally, I know, shocker, my accent's weird. I'm told daily. Like every day people are like, where are you from? I can't place your accent. I was raised in a town just a little bit outside of Liverpool. So technically, I can talk like that, but it's not the accent I was born with, but I can do it. Anyway, I might be going to Italy. I'm most likely going to Italy. I like to say I might be or most likely because it's not fully confirmed, but I'm so excited. And if I do go, it'll be for a really interesting, exciting experience. So for anybody that might not know me, I have been a makeup artist for 15 years, and I also consult with brands on product development. And now that I have my own brand, it's important that I attend trade shows and events where I get to see innovation and newness from the lab level. And so a big part of sort of my mission of 2024 is to sort of show you all what goes into product development and what it means, and how things are created, from like ideation to actual physical, like in the lab, showing you the behind the scenes of it being made. And so the trip to Italy would be to basically go to the biggest trade show for business to business in the beauty industry. And so keep your eyes peeled for that. All right, so I do like to stretch my brow quite long sometimes, sort of have it like straight, like Crispin Glover, the creepy thin man with that smells his hair and that smells their hair on Charlie's Angels. Something quite iconic about it. There's something quite iconic about villain makeup in general. Maybe that's a series I will cover. Okay, so I'm using a bit of KJH brand Hyper Shine Highlight in light copper as a priming glowy product. You can use this product in many ways. You can use it over makeup, under makeup. You can use it on bodies mixed with lotions. You can use it on bodies just neat with the brush, just on the high points of the shoulders or legs or calves or shins. But it really just gives you this gorgeous, like, hyper real skin-like finish. So I like to sometimes underpaint with my highlighter and then do some concealer. This is the 18 shade from Live Tinted. I'm not sure if this is my colour. Does anybody else like to smell beauty products? Anyway, I'm just saturating those three parts of the face and then blending it in. I always just do the chin and under and around the eyes. I might brighten this after the fact with a brighter concealer, but just to sort of get me going, this is nice. I love this concealer. It is really good. Deepika and her team nailed it with this one. Okay, so I did go in with a brighter shade. I went in with the shade 19 just under the eyes, just there, and blending that in. I like actually sometimes going in with a, for lack of a better word, darker concealer than my sort of under eye area to almost even out my skin tone. Sometimes if you go in too bright too soon under the eyes, trying to get rid of dark circles, you might make it look a little bit strange. Yeah, you can use like a peachy toned color corrector, but sometimes, like if you've got like a summer shade of concealer, in the winter, if you're trying to even out, put that summer shade of concealer under your eyes first if you've got dark circles, and just trust me and see what it does. If it needs to be brightened, put your summer shade over the top to lift it. But sometimes slightly darker concealer will actually do most of the work for you if you're trying to even out any discoloration. The word discoloration sits funny with me because it's not discoloration, there's nothing wrong about it. It's your face, it's beautiful. Okay, so I typically use the shade 3 in this product, which is the Simi Haze bronzer. I'm using shade 1 just because I haven't really used it that much. The difference is that it's still got that same slightly warmish hue, but it's taking a little bit longer to build. So I use number 3 because I like that sort of quick instant gratification that I get from number 3. And so there's no right or wrong as long as something sort of works for your complexion. If you like it and it sort of is doing the job, and it's sort of within range of your complexion, then I think, you know, for me, that number 3 shade is giving me more of a summer shade as well, whereas this number 1 shade, it would work for me for summer because I don't go that tan, because I wear SPF in the summer and I'm just a fair baby and I burn and I'm like a prawn. You know, I typically, you know, I could get away with this, but I would prefer the 3 because it's got more range. I'm a rambler today. Now another little crafty trick is your concealer, whatever your brighter shade of your concealer is, because I do think that we should have 1 or 2 shades of concealer in our makeup bags, sort of just throughout the year for different reasons, is to take that brighter concealer and use it to really contour, reverse contour, aka lift and highlight, which is a good way to sort of create contrast between the bronzers and things in the contours that you've applied. See? Under the jaw. Bring it down. And then just soften that line. Like so. I have the teeniest little baby endless cacao here in Jersey. And so we're going to see how far we can push it before I need to open a new one. And this is NARS Aragon sort of sheen. What is this called? Afterglow Sensual Shine Lipstick. So my cheeks are a little too warm for me based on the bronzer that I used because it's not the shade that I like. I think that's the thing that I like about the shade 3 from Simi Haze is the tone. It's a little bit cooler than the number 1. So I'm just using what's in my concealer brush to sort of just push that back a little bit and just sort of take it away. And then I'm going to use this, which is called Peanut, and the Pillow Plush Blush from M Cosmetics. These are a really interesting texture. They're kind of like pillowy. They're literally a pillow. Like the reason why it's got all those dents on it is because I've sort of shown you in probably another video what this does and how it works. This is the shade Peanut. Very, very nice. Like kind of a little bit similar to the MAC Glow Play blushes, but probably more advanced technology because these are a newer product. This is the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. I think it's got a little bit of a pearl in it. It's called Real Flawless Luminous Perfecting Powder, and I'm just using it with a big brush. Whenever you see these green brushes, by the way, they're from my set that I did in collaboration with Spectrum Collections a couple of years ago. They're still available. You can still get them. They are amazing and award-winning and wonderful. This is a Revlon eyeshadow palette and the shade is called 560, and I'm just going to take that sort of one pink shade and just kind of start my day here because I know that I'm going to kind of mess with makeup a little bit throughout the day today in my spare time and just sort of create a little bit, whether for reels or for stories or whatnot. So I like to sort of start a bit simple and without too much so that I can build upon it, unless I'm obviously doing a specific look. And I think it's really elegant to sort of bring one colour shadow over the entire lid. It's very like of the time, it's very like Margot Robbie-esque. Shout out to Patty DeBruff. It's like just simple and elegant and just beautiful. Okay, this is the Army Cola mascara. This one, I really love this. It's so, so good. I actually don't think I've got a tube in New York. I think I only have the tube here in Jersey. And then I'm just doing a tiny, tiny bit of the Laneige lip balm. This is a brush sample, you can't buy it. It's just a lab sample from the manufacturer who makes the brushes with Spectrum. As we were talking about doing more brushes, we just haven't spoken about it again for a while. And that's the end of the look. Let me know what you think. Pop any questions below. Love you all, bye.